I'm going to do a story time to try to explain the deal with Amazon and my husband. In early 2020, Amazon hired a former federal prosecutor to call his former colleagues in the Eastern District of Virginia and accused my husband of a crime called private sector honest services fraud, which is depriving your private sector employer of your honest services. All right, that's the groundwork. The reason they did it, turns out Amazon had breached a contract with a real estate developer. And the only way that they could break that contract with the real estate developer is if that real estate developer was found guilty or pled guilty to a felony crime. If that real estate developer didn't, Amazon was going to have to pay that real estate developer over $100 million. So maybe they should have waited before they broke the contract, but they didn't. Break the contract, called the Department of Justice to try to get a felony. How was my husband involved? Amazon said they paid the real estate developer $16 million and then he funneled it to my husband. Here's the thing. Amazon didn't pay the real estate developer any dollars, so you can start with that. You can read the rest on the nuance of the allegations in Bloomberg, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, but we'll just stick with that for here. Amazon then asked the Department of Justice to use civil forfeiture to take my husband's bank accounts. In America, you can seize bank accounts on suspicion of a crime. My husband was never charged with a crime, he never has been. But in May of 2020, the federal government emptied all of our bank accounts, including mine. I'm a CEO, because my husband and I shared money. The federal government held on to those bank accounts for 20 months. We had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars fighting to get our money back. Again, my husband was never charged with a crime. Here's the thing. Amazon asked the government to do it over and over again. They really wanted my husband to have no money. Why? So he couldn't fight. Because guess what? After Amazon found out the government had taken all of our family's monies, then Amazon sued my husband in civil court, knowing he had no money to pay lawyers. But what we did is we sold our house, we liquidated our retirement, we borrowed money, we sold a car, and we kept working as hard as we could with what we had to make money to pay lawyers. For the past 1,000 days, we have fought with everything we've had. We've also endured other things. For example, the FBI sent 4 armed agents to our house to execute a search warrant based on Amazon's allegations about this contract issue. People die in the execution of search warrants all the time. I guess Amazon doesn't care about the lives of me, my family, or my 4 little girls because them getting out of this $100 million liability means more to them. Eventually, my husband gets to go to trial in the civil case with Amazon in May of 2023. Stay tuned for the biggest facts you'll want to know. What are the damages that Amazon is claiming? How do they claim that they were hurt? Because what we know or believe to be true is that they've spent at least $30 million on lawyers. Why would they do that? The only reason is to avoid the $100 million they're going to owe the real estate developer. This is my life, and this is what it is, but we're going to keep fighting.